What's up, Facebook family, Digital Nomad Booster? We are back and I'm coming up with a massive live session for you guys. Kind of like a very, very important one. So to make sure we got enough people jumping on it, I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes till a few people are in, and then I'm gonna start to smash a few value bombs for you guys. In the meantime, let me tell you a little bit about what's going on here. I actually had the plan to shoot like a beautiful life. Okay, I wanted just to have like a beautiful scenery somewhere out in the garden, somewhere by the pool, something like that. Unfortunately, it didn't work because rainy season has started, and yeah, it's all very swampy. It's raining down, it's dark, it's all like mosquitoes everywhere. I'm having like this little candles down here to get rid of the mosquitoes and everything. It's kind of like a pain in the ass. But what can you do? Yeah, it's Bali, it's rainy season, so there's nothing we can do about that except of just getting rid of all the negative things we'll go along with. But yeah, in terms of that, yeah, no beautiful scenery for you guys, only in here to stay safe from the rain. But that shouldn't definitely not stopping me from smashing a few value bombs for you guys and telling you guys how to beat the algorithm these days and smashing the Facebook game to perfection. Okay, so here's what I got for you. Okay, these are like a few strategies you already might know about all this, and there might be a few things who are pretty new to it. So as you guys know me, I usually don't have a proper strategy when I do my lives. I'm not having like a script or a book where I go along with and we cover this and this. No, I just talk, and this is the way I work. So guys, get your notebooks out. Okay, get your notebooks out, make sure you take notes about that. We're jumping a little bit back and forward. So in this case, if you have questions, if you watch the review, just drop your questions in the comments. I'm happy to answer all of them. Okay, cool. Facebook algorithm and how to beat that. If I look over here, this is where my laptop is. This is I have at least a little bit of a structure in it. Okay. Yeah. The Facebook. First of all, we need to understand what is this Facebook algorithm, right? What is an algorithm, generally speaking? Okay, because we have different algorithms going on. You have an algorithm for Facebook, you have an algorithm for LinkedIn, you have one for Instagram. This is the most annoying one if you ask me. Yeah, there are like many different algorithms for every social media platform, right? So talking about the Facebook algorithm today, what is this algorithm? The algorithm is kind of like, this is the tool where we have to follow, and this is why we try to beat that tool, because this tool is in charge of how much our outreach is gonna be, and this is in charge on how much customers we're gonna reach and how many people are gonna see our posts, how long gonna be this post active and everything. So we need to try to find a way to go around this algorithm and beat the shit out of it, right? It works perfectly if you do it organically, which is obviously then involved in a lot of work. Okay, you can do it with ads as well. This is a different story because then you're directly connected with Facebook. So then it depends how good your ad is, how good your outreach is, how good your retargeting is. But today we're talking about the organic one and how you can do it on your own without paying for any money on all this. Okay, so there's the thing. Okay, so what we want to do is like we want to have as much outreach as possible. We want to make sure we're reaching as much people as possible on this algorithm, and we want to try to go around the algorithm and to beat him because the algorithm is in charge of everything. Okay, there is nothing you can do about that. Okay, if Facebook changed the algorithm, it's not on us to be like, you know, like to be like sad and to be like, oh my God, the algorithm changed, what can I do? No, just work your way around it, okay? This is what it's all about. Hey girl, Nilu is on, thanks for joining in, great to have you on here. Thanks for everyone else who's joining in. I know it's not a good time to do a live, I know that. Usually we got like triple the amount of people on lives because we do them late nights Today we do one early morning barley time. It's 10 a.m. here, but you know what? I just had to do it today, and at this time we're trying different times to see where you guys are mostly reacting with. I know the late night ones are going way better, but that's not a big issue because you can always, I'm just smashing down my content and you're just gonna watch the reviews, right? Because the video stays on there as well. But for everyone who's on here, who's hopping on and off, leave your comments, say hello, let me know where you're coming from, and drop all your questions. All right, going back to the algorithm. So there is nothing we can do about this algorithm. So if Facebook's changed the algorithm, we need to go along with. And as I said, the Facebook algorithm is in charge of how many people are going to see your post and how big your outreach is and how long everything stays on it. Okay, so what we need to do, whatever the algorithm is and however it changes, and this is like mostly like it goes quite quick. Facebook changes the algorithm quite often at the moment, so there are always changes coming up. But what we need to do organically, we need to please that algorithm. Okay, you need to be like, oh yeah, you know, like lovely algorithm. I'm gonna do everything you want. If you do that, you're gonna reach way more people. There are many things how you can do that, but the formula number one, the secret number one about all this is being active, okay? That's what the algorithm wants. He wants you to stay active. This is why we engage so much. This is why we are producing so much content day by day. And even if I sometimes, you know, like if I do lives, if I do posts and they don't get the outreach I accept, so there's no reason to be sad about that. Sometimes even if a group with 4,000 people and more, you know, like sometimes I do lives and I just talk to my own. I could talk actually to a wall. You know what? I don't care. Okay, this is not what it's all about. It's all about producing content and going on and doing it over and over again, because this is how you please the algorithm. Okay, this is not just a one-shot wonder. This is not just a one session you're going to set up, and because they are all connected. That's what you need to understand. Every piece of content, every live session, every quote you put up, every event you do, every message you send, even through the messenger, right? They're like all connected. Okay, this is one step by the time, but this is like a chain reaction. Okay, so if one post doesn't reach the amount of people you want to see, it doesn't matter, just keep it on, just keep going with everything, okay? Because your next post might have like triple the outreach, and the previous post is involved about that, okay? They are all connected. So Facebook is watching you over a long time. It's watching you over a long period. It's not just watching one post at a time. It's not just watching one piece of content. They are all connected. So how do we please that algorithm? The easiest way is by creating content over and over again. Facebook wants you to stay active, right? It's like a relationship you have with this platform, okay? And this relationship needs to be maintained all the time, right? There is no way to avoid that. You need to, like every relationship in life, you know, like you need to maintain this relationship by taking care about and staying active. And actually everything I'm telling you now is, I believe it's not pretty new to you guys. You know about that. It's just like to get it back in your head and to do it over and over again. So imagine this every time, and I believe we had that before in other live sessions, but I love to say it again because it's an old one, but everyone knows, but no one is doing it, but it's a game changer. Every time when you set up a post, okay, you start to engage at I say like 20-30 minutes before you put on the post. Okay, you go through your wall and you engage. Okay, you leave comments, you leave emojis, you leave likes, everything what goes along, and just go from the top to the bottom, 20-30 minutes up and down your wall, and you engage with your existing audience. Okay, so once you do that, what happens? The Facebook algorithm recognizes you and he sees you're staying active, right? So in this case, what happens? Your outreach starts to grow. That means if you, at the point when you put up a piece of content, it's not going to be your friends seeing that, also the friends of the friends and the friends of the friends, right? It's like an avalanche effect. So what you're gonna do is like you start to engage, you warm up, right? You warm up 20 to 30 minutes, you engage massively. And then after that, you smash your piece of content. Whatever that's gonna be, it's gonna be maybe a live session, it's gonna maybe just putting up a quote, it's gonna be a massive emotional post, it's gonna be picture videos. Whatever you do, you engage first. Then you put on your piece of content, whatever that is, and from this moment on, once it's live, you engage again for another 20 minutes, okay? Your outreach is gonna be like, I believe like around 5 to 10 times bigger if you do that. Because why? We please the algorithm, okay? We please the algorithm and we're like, okay, algorithm, here I come. I do my stuff now. And you just like trick the algorithm a little bit by engaging. So the algorithm says, look, there is a person who's going very, very active. And once you do that for 20, 30 minutes, the algorithm opens up and it gives you more outreach. And then boom, you bring your piece of content, and by this time the algorithm is open-minded for you, and you place your piece of content, as I said, whatever it's going to be, video, posts, pictures, doesn't matter, it works for all the same. Place your piece of content, do your post, and then you engage again. Okay, that's very important that afterwards that you engage again. That's very, very important, because if you don't do that, the algorithm closes down. So if you engage afterwards as well, he stays open and your outreach is going to be like way, 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 way bigger. The same thing if you do that in other groups, and this is a very, very important one, you know, like if you do that in other groups, so like go in like-minded groups, and we had that many times, you know that from our courses and from all the previous training sessions, go in like-minded groups, go in groups which are covering relevant topics to your own stuff. Go in there and make yourself available by putting on posts. But even in there, start to engage first. Not just go in and put a post and leave, okay? This is not what you do, okay? This is the same like you going to a party, okay? Take real life situations. You're going to a party, and thanks for that. Molly says, cool Buddha painting. Yeah, I love it. Thank you. So yeah, if you're going to a party, you socialize, you bring your present, then you socialize again, and then you leave, right? That makes totally sense. You're not just going to a party, place your present, and you leave again. That's not what you do, okay? So do it exactly like the same way. You go in these groups, you engage for at least 20 to 30 minutes, make yourself available, open up the algorithm, place your post, engage again, and also make sure that you engage then on your own post, because once someone engages on your post, make sure to answer quite quickly, because these people are active at the same time, and then engage, and then you're allowed to go. Okay, this is how it works. This is how it works on your own wall. This is how it works in different groups. The same with messages. Okay, if you put on posts which are related with content to send people a message, you can play around for a very, very, very long time with that. So as you see, we do that quite often. We create a freebie and we're like, okay, look, I created this piece of whatever it is. Okay, it's a cheat sheet, it's a video, it's a training session. I'm willing to give it to you for free. Comment yes, or comment training, or comment something like that if you want to have it. Okay, so people are jumping on that straight away because people love to have stuff for free. Everyone wants stuff for free these days. They work perfectly, and they start to comment. So what I'm going to do, I'm staying active and I do the reverse comment straight away. Okay, but mostly it really depends on the freebie. I don't send that freebie directly. I mostly send that through a personal message. So there's another thing which is very, very highly effective to beat the algorithm, using the Facebook Messenger as well, because these two, they are connected, okay? Facebook Messenger and the normal Facebook tool, they work with the same algorithm. So if you start to send personal messages to people and sending them your links and your templates or whatever it is, and these people respond, you get whitelisted, okay? It works exactly like emails. You are either white or blacklisted. We just don't have a spam folder on it, but it's exactly the same. Once someone replies to your message, you get whitelisted. What does that mean? You pop up on their wall with whatever content you're coming up with next, okay? So whitelisted friends are the best. And this is a very, very easy way to beat the algorithm by using the messenger. This is another reason why, and now I'm coming with, that's why I said take your notebooks, because I'm all over the place when I started doing stuff like that. This is why another thing is like, it's very important to send birthday messages, okay? As you know, on the right side, on your wall, you always see daily birthday messages. So now you can do that super personal, which is perfect if you do it with a video, not a general video, not do a video for every single one. But once you have a lot of outreach, you're gonna have like 20 to 30 birthdays a day coming up. So you might even just wanna use a template. That's up to you. It depends on how much time you have. But use that tool. There is a very important tool on the right side on your wall which says birthdays, and Facebook gives you the opportunity not to forget any single birthday, because as you know, treat your leads on Facebook as your friends before you make them to customers. So wishing them a happy birthday, first of all, it's nice to do it because that's what we do. We try to be nice. On the other hand, it's just like beating the algorithm. What happens if you send them a personal message? Sorry, I get distracted. Are you still having this training tomorrow at 10? No, it's today. 29th, meme. It's that's exactly when it was planned to have it today at 10:29 Bali or Singapore time. So sorry guys, I was distracted. Yeah. So in this case, yeah, send them a message or at least post them on your wall, on their wall. But if you send them a message and they reply with a simple thank you or thanks for thinking on me, everything like that, you get whitelisted. So now the Facebook algorithm works in the way that these two are connected. And if you get whitelisted through the messenger, that means you get whitelisted on their wall as well. So you get a way bigger outreach by just smashing out your content to all these different people. Using the messenger is a very easy tool. Using the messenger in combination with the timeline and going in there and sending people messages and then engaging on their wall is highly effective, right? So now you can take that one step further, combine that with your business page, okay? And start to share back and forward business page content. What's going to be super interesting for a later point, and this is a massive insider I'm giving to you, if you start to share business page posts on your timeline by just copy paste the link from your post, okay, and not just the share button, you are at one later point able to put a pixel on your private profile or on your group, just by sharing the links and not using the share button. And then you beat the algorithm completely. But that's next level, and we're gonna cover that. That's gonna be more direction paid advertisement, very low budget paid advertisement. But what I wanna say is like share back and forward content from your business page on your private profile and through your groups as well. There is a reason, as you guys remember, when we covered that in all our courses, is like the triangle principle. Yeah, you have your personal profile, you have your group, and you have your business page. And these three, they give traffic back and forward organically. Yeah, it goes from one direction to the other. It goes from your personal profile and from your business page always into your group. This is where you want to have everyone, and this is how the organic traffic works. So just take advantage of all these tools you have going along with that, and the easiest way is engagement. Yeah. Here says like backlinking. Backlinking exactly works exactly the same. If you do the backlinking from your business page on your personal profile, this is going to be like it's a massive game changer. And if you just use the backlinks, it gives you the opportunity to create custom audiences. And then you create lookalike audiences, and you're actually willing to do a retargeting through your pixel. If you're going to use that for ads, at a later point, that's going to be highly effective, but we want to cover only the organic one in here for today, and I give you more insights on another one where we're going to talk especially about these little hacks you can do with backlinking and then using a pixel. But even by sharing back and forward content already beats the algorithm, because at the end of the day it all comes down to engagement, and it comes down how much the algorithm likes you. Okay, so it's all about pleasing this algorithm, and it's all about not getting angry It's not about getting angry about the algorithm, because the algorithm will set up the rules and you just play along by the rules. So use the tools like the messenger, use the tool like other people's walls, and use this tool like other people's groups by getting very, very active. And you have to be fast, okay? You have to be fast these days, okay? It's the best way what you can do. If someone engages on your post or you engage on someone else's post, and as long as you see that little green dot beside their profile picture, okay, where it says they're still active, if you engage in this time, you're gonna have way more outreach, because the interesting thing is you're not the only one who's doing this, okay? You're not the only one who tried to beat the algorithm. Always imagine that. There are like millions of other people who try to beat the algorithm. So if you guys come together by doing exactly the same thing while you're active, you're gonna have like the outreach of like 20 times. This is how people getting massive outreach, by being fast, okay? So always imagine that little green dot besides the profile picture where it tells you if someone is active. So if you set up a post or you engage on another post and someone engages through that post with you and you see this person is still active, be fast. Engage straight back and forward, because what happens then you really beat the algorithm. Then you not just open up on your side, the other person open up on their side as well, because you can be literally very sure that she is doing or he is doing exactly the same like you do, and then you open up on 2 streams, okay, and you're gonna share back and forward, and then jump on next level, go into this person's profile, start to like profile pictures, start to like all posts, start to like all comment on all posts of them, not like, not like 2 years back, but over the last 2-3 weeks, and then comment on them as well, because you have an open channel by this time. This person already engages with you on a post and is active and is obviously doing the same, and then you go into that profile, go into that timeline wall and start to engage, because this is another channel and you're gonna reach out to people never seen you before, okay? And that's gonna be a massive game changer, because then Facebook starts to show your content to people that don't even know you. But the way Facebook looks at it is like, you guys are obviously highly connected, because don't forget, the algorithm is nothing than a system. It's not a human being, okay? It works with ones and zeros. That's how the algorithm, he knows black or white. And once you're open, once the algorithm is open and he's open-minded to you and to let you in into another stream, then you're gonna have the massive. So use that, okay? So you see how we built that up. You start to do the massive engagement on your own posts, on other people's posts, and then you combine that with the messenger as well. And once you have the open stream and you're gonna be fast by checking who is active, who does the engagement, you jump into their stream as well. And then you smash out content. The best what you can do, and that's really next level, so that's a strategy I use, I really love to do. It's a bit time consuming, okay? It's gonna take you you're gonna sit about an hour behind your laptop for one post, but you're gonna see the outreach is gonna be massive. So what you do, you go in like-minded groups. You have your favorite groups hopefully already, at least 10 groups, they are pretty cool for you because they're related to your topic, and a lot of people in there already because you did a lot of engagement previously. So you go in one of these groups and you start to engage, okay, on someone else's post. So you open up on the algorithm on other people's channels, okay? You're gonna check who is active. Then you engage on your own wall as well. Okay, you do that for like 20 minutes and you open up your own channel. You smash a piece of content, whatever it is, picture, posts, wording, even better if you do a video, right? And you smash that piece of content and you open up again and you make yourself available for everyone you already engaged with previously. Not just on your own wall, no, on other people's wall as well. That's why you go in other groups and you open up on that as well. So these people are gonna be back and forward linked to your post, right? And now the algorithm opens up and has 2 channels open, and now you open up the third by jumping on people's profile who are active and engage on their wall on all the posts, like their profile pictures, like their statements, like their quotes, leave a comment, drop a smiley, drop an emoji, whatever you're gonna do, right? And you open up 3 channels, and now you have triple outreach. And if you choose people who are having a big outreach as well, you know, not just someone with like only 5 friends, someone with maybe like 4,000 or 5,000 friends and a couple hundred or 1,000 followers, boom, yeah, you're gonna have like 10, 20 times the biggest outreach. It takes time because you do that back and forward, okay? And you're in constant engagement on your laptop by seeing who is active and jumping back and forward in their profiles. But once you have like these three channels open, the algorithm even can't catch up with you. And at one point it's just like, it flows. And then you just do your thing. And do that for an hour, and you're gonna see your piece of content, and that's the one you wanna push, obviously, gonna reach so many more people, and you're gonna have like friend requests from people you've never seen before, and you don't even know where they're coming from, your followers going up. All these things are coming together. If you combine that now with the messenger and start to send people messages as well and introduce yourself, and that's where the interesting part starts as well. You might send them a template and inviting them in your group because these are hot leads already. Then you combine the cold messaging part with beating the algorithm, but building trust and bringing people into your own inner circle. Then you have like, that was a very, very productive hour, right? That was a very productive hour. So guys, use these tools. And as you say, it's no rocket science. It's no rocket science to beat the algorithm, okay? There is not like a massive secret behind. We all know what to do, but there are a few very, very simple strategies by opening up. And once the algorithm is open up, once you reach next level by doing engagement on your own, jump on other people's channels, do the same, make sure they're back and forward linked. Use your business page as an additional outreach tool. Bring people straight into your group, collect these leads, do that for like 1 or 2 hours, and then that whole circle flows and flows and flows and flows. And then once you're done, you just step away from your computer, you take a break, you do like 2-3 hours, absolutely nothing. And then you come back and you're gonna have like all these notifications going on, and then the after work starts, okay? So getting rid of all the upcoming messages, getting rid of all the notification, and making sure you have them all in one place. And once you see people are active again or still active, you can play the same game again, over and over again. And that's when social media becomes addictive. But once you see the outcome from it, because at the end of the day, we all want to just collect leads, right? This is why we do that, right? This is why we do organic outreach, and to bring people into our own inner circle and to have them in our group. And from there, once you have them in your group, they're kind of like your customers already, okay? Haley asked if this will be recorded. Yes, we are. No worry. You missed the first half. It's no problem. We are recording right now. So once the live session is over, you're gonna find that in the Digital Nomad Booster group where we're streaming right now, in the video section. Okay, or for the next 24 hours quite on the top of the wall. But after that, on the video section, you're gonna find that the whole half an hour recording. All right, guys, to round that up, to come to an end, this engagement, the reason why we do that is to collect all the leads, to bring these leads in our group, and then from there, and I'm gonna cover that in the next live session, how to convert the existing leads into sales funnels, and then obviously also making money out of it. I'm not doing that just because I don't have anything else to do. I'm doing this to get to know my customers. I'm doing this to get to know my leads. I'm doing that to reach a massive amount of engagement through the whole strategies. And I'm doing that to a later point, maybe do a retargeting through ads. But then when I smash ads, I'm not wasting money. I'm only putting money on existing hot leads. So conversions are super, super high and the cost is very low. And this is the only way that works for me. This is the only way you can do it, in my opinion. So it's time consuming at the beginning, but once you get to it and once you're willing to spend like 2-3 hours on that platform, you're gonna collect a lot of leads and you bring them in the group, and once they're there, they're all yours. That's your store. That's where you create the customer experience. And from there, the whole rocket science starts again. But even that, it's no biggie, but I'm gonna cover that in one of the next lives, how to convert existing hot leads from your group into sales funnels, internal, external sales funnels, and then we take that straight from there. Right, guys, that's it. I'm out for today. I'm going back, as I said at the beginning, rainy season outside. Maybe I just stay in here because that seems like very comfortable. I believe we're getting rid of the mozzies in here, so that's even better. Thank you very much for listening. It was a pleasure to have all of you on here. If you have questions, just drop it in the comment. Hashtag replay it is if you watch the replay. As before mentioned, if you want to watch the recordings, it's going to be all in the video section. So guys, amazing. Thank you very much for this half an hour. Thanks for joining in. I had a lot of fun. I hope you learned a lot. And we take it straight from there. Send me messages, drop a message in the group, whatever you want to know. Sign up for the bots, get the freebies, all yours. I'm out for today. Beautiful to see all of you. Bye-bye.